Hello, Staten Island. Welcome to another edition of Together SI, where we place the spotlight on someone from the small business community on Staten Island. My name is Todd, reporting for the Staten Island Advance. And today, Frank Wilkinson joins us from Rab's Country Lanes. Frank, how are you?
We're doing all right, Todd. How are you?
All right, hanging in there. So tell me about Rab's Country Lanes a little. Give us a little bit of a history, how long you've been on Staten Island for. And then, of course, jump right into it, Frank. What's it been like since things have been shut down for quite some time for you and everyone, right?
Yeah, so welcome to Inside Rab's Country Lanes, where there's absolutely nobody but myself at the moment. Yeah, this is certainly an unprecedented time for all of us, but of course, we're making the best of it. Uh, Rab's Country Lanes has been in our community for 25 years. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary, in fact, February 1st. So it's pretty cool. Come from a bowling family. My dad was a professional bowler at one time and has been in the scene since he had a bowling pro shop and managed bowling on the green in the late 80s and 90s. So here we are in Rab's Country Lanes from 1995. It's 2020, and I never thought we'd actually be sitting on a bowling lane where there was no activity at all, right? So we take this opportunity, one, to keep our center up to date, maintain, but also we took this great opportunity to keep in touch with our customers. And so we launched a daily live stream show live from Rabs every day at 2 o'clock, where Nazareth and I, this is our set, which we've moved around a few times, comes in and we talk with our community and talk all about bowling and what's going on here, or really not what's going on here, but what's happening outside.
Frank, dive into that show and talk about some of the guests you've been honored to have on your show. Specifically, I've noticed, I've watched plenty. Some people from the bowling community, even on the national level, local level. What's that been like to be able to communicate with some people you might not normally in a situation like this?
Yeah, so the medium just has provided a great opportunity to connect with our community, at the same time reach out to a larger, broader audience. We've had some professional bowlers on here, top bowler in the world, Jason Belmonte. We have Pamela Silvestri from the Advance every Thursday, where we talk about food. We get our own bowlers on the show, our youth bowlers, and we talk just about everything. Naz and I started this idea just to stay in touch, and I mean, it's kind of grown its own wings and taken off. Here we are, day 52 in the quarantine, and we're going to be having episode 50 on Monday, and we're excited. Not even just bowling, but major league pitchers. So Pedro Bieto and Nelson Figueroa will be on with us this week. So it's been fun.
Wow, very cool. So some great guest lines up. I mean, that's pretty awesome, man. Getting back to the bowling alley itself, you have a very unique situation, right? Because no one's using the lanes, no one's using the machines. So what's been going on from a maintenance standpoint? No one's again using the lanes. So is that going to affect bowling once you guys open up again and are allowed? What about the machines? How are you maintaining the machines? You have a very unique business, and what are you doing to make sure things stay in order and are ready for when people can come back and bowl?
Yeah, so one, as an entertainment center, we've been identified in phase 4, which we're hoping if all goes well, it looks like about July 1st that we'll get to reopen for our community. And we really pride ourselves in providing that community outlet for everybody to get away from everyday life and be a part of something that's not just a sport or recreation or game. And we really pride ourselves in providing a clean facility that's also kept up to date. And so during this time, of course, we're looking at things with different lenses. And our maintenance team, our mechanics are here every day, and they are doing their regular maintenance. We start at lane 1, we go to lane 48, we work our way back. We're also looking at some things that we just can't get done when when there are people in the building. So Jimmy's taken some pride in some work here, which is he always does, and it's great. It's challenging because the machines aren't running on a regular basis, so they're not running, but we turn them on, we reset them just to keep them moving. The lanes themselves need some action, so we certainly can't wait to get people back on the lanes with us. But we're just get ahead while we have this opportunity to.
The lanes themselves not getting the traffic. Two quick questions, under a minute left. The lack of lane traffic. What do you anticipate that will mean for whether you're a novice bowler bowling for fun or professional bowlers? Is it almost like a putting green where things might be different? Would they be a faster, almost like again, like a faster putting green? And also the bowling balls themselves, is that have any negative impact? The fact that none of the bowling balls at Ravs have been used at all. Again, what's the impact specifically with bowling balls in the lanes?
Yeah, the larger impact are going to be for those that have their own equipment, because their hands aren't as swollen as they usually are. So looking at your equipment will be something you'll have to do when you get back in the game. As far as the physical lanes, yeah, they're not conditioned on a regular basis because nobody's here. So not much can really change to the surface here. But we just went through a flattening process where we went through all the lanes and flattened them to keep them at an even level. And so, yeah, with no play, it certainly makes a difference. But we have to keep the air condition running. We're keeping the facility going so that we don't have any issues when we do get back at it.
Excellent. And Frank, got to tell our viewers what time, where can we watch live from Rabs, and when to tune in?
So to get your bowling fix from live from Inside Rabs every day on our Facebook page, check it out, Bowl at Rabs at 2 p.m. every day until further notice.
Until further notice. And make sure you see that opening animation. I hear it's a really good open to the show. Frank Wilkinson joining us from Rabs Country Lanes. Really appreciate the time.
No, thank you, Todd.
Oh, that was great. Very interesting. A unique business perspective, right? Because no one else we've had on this program operating a bowling alley. So he has to go through a little bit more than what normal businesses have to go through. So great to have Frank joining with us. Great to have you joining with us. So thanks for the time. We appreciate it. So we will see you next time on Together SI. Reporting for the Staten Island Advance, my name is Todd Bavona. Pleasure having you. We'll see you next time.